There's so many different ways to play. You know, it's the joy of Dark Souls.
It's true. It's a canvas.
It's a real canvas.
And I mean, sure, they provided you with acrylic paint.
Uh-huh.
But you can paint anything.
Well, you don't actually have to use the acrylic paint. You can use your own poop, your own blood, whatever. If you brought something.
If you brought poop or blood with you, yeah.
Well, yeah,
you could use it.
I chose poop and blood as an example because everyone
you
always
always
brings.
got those.
Yeah, you always got those. Yeah.
I've gone a couple of places without blood.
I never go anywhere without poop.
That's smart.
Never.
You never know when you'll need it. Night soil.
Ooh, night soil, yeah.
As I remember bringing that up in the video at some
I
point.
do remember that.
Night soil being compost, essentially. Human compost.
Yeah, night soil. Just say what you mean, night soil. This part was a joy because you're just like burn, burn, burn,
Yeah.
burn, 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 burn.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You just keep hitting the button until he stops.
Until he stops moving.
I want you to burn him until he stops.
Oh, the canvas can do miracles.
Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. With you and me. Believe me.
Beautiful song.
Yeah. I believe we also were trying to work on harmonies at
We were discussed what a harmony was and
Yeah.
why we can't do one.
Yeah.
And we did eventually practice.
We got there.
Yeah, we got there,
close.
kind of.
Anyway, we got close.
I remember like I did a C and then you did a harmony over the C.
Mm-hmm. First try didn't work. I had to go higher.
You had to go higher. Yeah. I don't want to do it again because I feel like
I don't want to
recreate.
recreate.
Let's keep it organic, yeah. But we'll try to recall as much as we can
Yep.
about what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those things.
like
we did
an-
harmonies.
Like an old girlfriend.
Sorry?
Or someone you used to date.
Oh, God. That was another thing, too. You kept bringing up dating over and over.
I figured.
Any metaphor, anything we talked about in the game, you would bring up dating as a metaphor for it. It drove me crazy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you loved that. You bit into that steak. And you just love driving me crazy. You're talking about dating.
I'll tell you what.
Continually.
I'm loving that steak again right now. Yeah.
Listen, I have a friend's birthday party I got to get to, so I'm going to have to leave pretty soon.
I've got to go.
But listen, I'll leave you some money. It was a good date, but I got to go. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about it.
I totally
My
forgot
fault.
about this.
My fault.
That's
exactly what I would say if it was an awkward date. I always have that. I would always have that kind of thing in mind. If it was
Listen, I forgot about a friend's birthday.
Or I wouldn't say I forgot about one. I would say I have a friend's birthday tonight,
right.
and I have to go to it. That's what I would do
Yeah.
if it got really awkward. I can handle it being unpleasant, and I'll wait it out. I'll do it. But if it's really bad, because if it's a blind date, it could be crazy. You don't know what's going to happen. You could have a literal psycho on your hands.
Have you ever had like a really, really bad date?
No, but I have not. I've had bad dates. I've had
I've had dates that
awkward
aren't
times.
great or
I've had a lot
whatever.
of rough stuff.
Mhm.
But I've heard from people I've actually, because I've used OkCupid and stuff,
Right.
and like I've heard stories from them about really bad dates. Like one of them, she went on a date and the guy brought his friend.
What?
Yep. And so it was like her and these two dudes hanging out in this shitty club, and they were sitting on a couch all night. And the guy kept making really awkward, overtly sexual advances, and it was like the most terrible. I mean, just hearing it, it was horrible to hear.
It doesn't sound great.
And that's one of the things that makes me realize how glad I am to be male. Because being a female is really tough.
Yeah.
It's tough because people are terrible.
Yeah. Dudes are bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many times, like, I'll just be walking down the street and you'll see a man walking and a woman walking in another direction, and then the man will stop and talk to her, and it doesn't take long, and you can tell that they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And you can tell from the way she sneers back at him afterward that whatever just occurred there probably didn't need to happen.
Shouldn't have happened. Yeah.
It just shouldn't have happened because nothing changed between the two of them except that now he's said something terrible and she really dislikes him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't think that that's what you were going for. I think what you were going for just couldn't happen.
No, it would be unrealistic for that to happen.
And so what the fuck are you doing, man?
I don't know, but there are people who think that that's a fine thing to do. But
Yeah.
I think those people don't really put themselves in the woman's shoes.
Right.
I mean, just imagine walking down the street and having random people say things to you.
Yes.
Like, I don't like to interact with anybody.
Right.
And just having strangers
Just come up to me
Yeah.
and talk about my body or my smile.
Listen, I like your body. I'm just gonna say it. I said it. You know.
Listen, I don't know who you are, but I think you should smile a
We've-
little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so. In a way, that's even creepier. Talking
Yeah.
about like saying like, "Listen, I love your booty." To me, is less creepy than saying, "I love you. I wish you'd smile more." Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently, before I moved to New York, I didn't think catcalls were a real thing.
Right.
Like, I knew they were real, but I didn't think they were very common.
Right.
A cat,
Yeah.
like a cat call.
Well, I think part of what it is growing up in Michigan, there was a lot more driving.
Yeah, it's true.
And
yeah.
so it was
But
one.
but it wasn't because of that. It was just because I didn't think that humans were this terrible.
Right. Well, what I mean is you probably just have more exposure to them now because you're on the street with
But no,
the other
it's
people on
it's
the
not.
street.
I don't actually. I've never really witnessed. Even in New York, I've never really witnessed a cat
Oh.
call. But literally every girl I've ever met in New York
Yeah.
has had them happen. Like it happens to them all the time.
Mhm.
Like it's super common.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy to me is how common it is.
Yeah.
Like just if you're a female in a city, you're gonna get catcalled like
It's going to
all the
happen.
time.
All the time.
And it would drive me crazy because I would be so tense just walking anywhere. God, is a stranger gonna do something to me or
Yeah.
say something to me?
And you can tell. And I've definitely had moments where I can sense a woman is fearing that I'm going to do that. And it's just like
I'm
it's
not
not
gonna.
going to.
Don't
Don't
worry,
worry about it. Sorry, I was
I'm
whistling.
not going to bother a stranger.
I'm sorry, I was whistling to the music. I'll stop so that you understand that this was not. Actually, if that ever happens, I keep whistling because it's like keep the melody up so they realize it's a melody of a song.
I'm
and
just
not
a crazy person, but I'm not going to harass you.
Right,
I'm
right.
crazy about music.
I love music, not you, ma'am.
I'm not whistling at your booty.
No,
You know?
I'm
Although it looks great, and you should smile more,
You should smile more often, woman.
stranger.
What a crazy thing.
Yeah, I like in my old job, we had this big discussion in the office, and the guy who my boss-ish
Mhm.
guy was like on the side of it's totally fine to like tell a woman that she's beautiful, you know, like, and it's like it's just being nice, like it's just a compliment, it's nice. And I was like, of course, on the other side completely,
Right.
and most of the girls in the conversation were also with me.
Yeah.
But it was like that guy is not at all a bad guy. He's one of the
Right.
nicest guys.
Right.
Yet he is on the other side of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying is a valid argument for it.
I think.
But you don't have to be a crazy bad person to
I
do it.
think-
You just have to be kind of a little misogynistic, maybe.
I think.
Just a little bit.
I think what it is let's say you grew up with a mother and a sister. And
Yeah, that's
everybody
true.
goes out and you say, "You look great tonight, sister," or like, "Nice dress, mom." That random woman and she likes it because it's
Yeah.
like that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool, I look good. That random woman on the street whom you don't know does not deserve to hear that from you
Yeah.
because they don't know you. And so,
But I guess if you spend so much, if like you do that all the time, it's just
or
like a reflex. You just say, hey,
yeah,
you're really good. or
and then
whatever.
you can say it to your friends too. Like that's not normal. Like, wow, you look. It's like I've never seen you in a dress. You look great. Something like that. I've said that to people that I know. The key
Yeah, yeah.
is that I know them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even that I'm not saying that it's weird to hit on someone. It's not weird to hit on someone.
No.
It's weird to hit on an absolute stranger.
On an
and
absolute
to,
stranger.
And to that be the thing that you start with.
Yes.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. 'Cause
I
you
could talk to you. I could try to start a conversation, but I'm just going to go right to the heart of the
get
matter.
right to it. Yeah.
Which is that I know nothing about you except what you look like, and I enjoy that. So I'm going to tell you.
In a
about
way, that the honesty of the way you just said that is better than actually
Yes.
doing that.
Yes. Because at least it's admitting that it's aware that it's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we've gotten
So
kind of the podcast segment.
Yeah. yeah.
'Cause
So that's
for the versions is in part podcast and part let's play.
Mm-hmm.
So we've gotten some opinions out there about social things.
Right.
So what's next?
Ooh, that's a good question.
We could do politics, or we could get back to the game.
Let's get into politics.
Here's the politics. Presidents.
Ooh. Grover Cleveland.
You know that ugly guy? He's someone. He's crazy, right?
Taft?
No. Yeah, let's do politics from like 200 years ago. Yeah. Or 100 years. What? I don't know. When was Taft?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Computer.
I
Google.
do know.
Google.
I do know that he I do know that he installed a wrestling mat in the White House.
That's brilliant.
Yep.
Anyway, pineapple. Pineapple.
Here's what I am going to do. You love pineapple, right?
No. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to look up the days of the... I'm going to look up what day it is. So, let's see what today is.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday,
Saturday.
July 2nd. World UFO Day.
Oh, fuck off.
So,
World UFO Day.
I'm going to hold off on that one.
But why is it world?
Oh my god,
Why
these
add
other
world
two are
as a-
crazy.
Okay.
Hop a Park Day.
What does that mean?
I have literally no idea.
Hop a park.
Hop a Park Day encourages you to visit local parks in your area and enjoy public space put aside for rest and relaxation.
But why? What's the word hop?
I don't
How do
know.
you hop a park? Or is it like bar hopping? Park
Larger or managed parks often host events on this day, from barbecues to sporting events. Why not find out what's going on at your local park and join in?
We could do that. We could find out what's going on in my local park and join
Nah,
in.
I'd rather play video games.
Yeah, but we could still find out.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let's just get the information.
We don't have to join in.
Don't change my plans of doing everything indoors. And then this one I think you're going to really like.
Oh, man.
I Forgot Day.
Whoops, I forgot.
I Forgot Day gives you a chance to make up for forgetting birthdays, anniversaries, and even those days you think you might forget in the future. What?
Wait, you can make up for things that haven't happened yet?
Yeah, because it's like, send a text to someone you're pretty sure you're going to forget the birthday of and say, like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget your birthday this year. So I just wanted to say, happy birthday.
Happy birthday in advance.
Apologize belatedly for anything you've missed, let slip, or otherwise forgotten. So happy I Forgot Day, everybody.
Happy I Forgot Day. Is it like a get out of jail free card? Can you forget something? I mean, like, let's say something really bad happened, like I forgot a condom.
Sure.
Do I get a free pass today if I forget a condom today?
I mean, I think that really depends on the person.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
No, but it shouldn't. It should be either the day you can. I mean, that's what the day's for.
Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It is.
But it is I Forgot Day, so.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Am I right?
Haha. Break that table.
Done.
Yes.
Oh, this is you. This is still you, right?
This is still me.
Yep.
I remember at this part just not even talking about going to the boss. I just was like, I'm just going to do this.
Just gonna do. Oh,
Just go for the boss. Like, there was no discussion. It
Yeah,
was just, it's the Iron Golem.
I wholeheartedly agreed. I think
Mm-hmm.
because why not? He's shit. He is
Yeah.
shit. And he used to be such a thing too when we first started
Mhm.
playing.
When we first started, I remember still that moment of, like, you just see a boss, you're like, I don't want to do that.
No.
No!
No. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, he
Wow.
got me. I think it's the
Wow.
only time he gets me. He's allowed one,
Yeah.
but only one.
You get one. You get one.
You get one time.
I told him once, so it was nice.
F you.
Something about the combination of chocolate and champagne.
Mm-hmm. There's something about it.
It's so decadent.
Very decadent. It's like we're seducing ourselves.
It's true, and I'm succeeding. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Woo!
I have a feeling that I'm going home with me tonight.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And I am too. We're both gonna get laid tonight.
Yeah. By ourselves.
Well, that's not. You know, we don't need to specify it. You know. It's
Right. Well, I mean, we could get a boyfriend. We talked about it.
Definitely. By the end of the night,
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a boyfriend.
What if he says yes to both of us?
Then we both have a boyfriend.
Great.
We have to. It'll be like a fun sitcom thing where we have to kind of juggle each other's schedules and avoid each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't know. He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's a dumb boyfriend. My big dumb boyfriend.
My big dumb boyfriend.
So we're being shuffled off to
And Orlando.
beautiful, one of the most beautiful spots in all of the Souls games.
I tried
in
to
my
write
opinion.
eminent gorgeous view, but we didn't have
have-
anything to write with.
Didn't have the sign, the red or the yellow soapstone
Mhm.
or whatever. Just a gorgeous view. It's never gonna stop being gorgeous. You know.
You know, it still looks pretty good.
It looks great. Yeah. Then again, we were playing with some texture mods.
Right, but I mean...
But still.
Still.
And I think we're doing it at 60 FPS too.
Perfect.
Mm.
I love it at 60.
Yeah.
It's
I
my
ride.
life.
I ride at a hard 60.
I love it at 60 is my personal license plate.
I go a little slow. I
go a
like
little
to go a
slow.
little slower than the speed limit.
I go a little faster than the speed limit on city streets and fairly slow on the highway.
Yeah, it's